Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon.
It's time for Kennett Indian Baseball. Title sponsors for our broadcast: Farm Credit Services of Southeast Missouri, Baker Implement Company, NEA Baptist Hospital, and by Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture. Radio and video sponsors include Glen Sane Motors, Southern Bank, Duncan Sheet Metal, State Farm Agent Greg Wilson, Southeast Missouri State University, the Kennett Country Club, First State Community Bank, and by the Kennett Board of Public Works. Radio sponsors include Harris Pharmacy, Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, Wayne Chiropractic, Wes and Chantel Bentley and Bentley Farms, Ultimate Fitness, FM Bank, and by Patterson's Auto Sales. And now, Kennett Indian Baseball.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Indian Park as we have a doubleheader lined up for you on this Friday afternoon. Game 1 will feature the Twin River Royals coming on to take the Indians, and following this one, this Twin Rivers will move out. Holcomb will move in, and then we'll have Game 2. It shows on the schedule at 6 o'clock, but all of you baseball fans that follow high school baseball knows it's not going to be 6 o'clock. It's going to be a little later by the time Holcomb gets warmed up, and they do a little groundwork here, and we get our lineups ready to go. But we'll have 2 games today, and we've had a few clouds drifting over earlier. No rain showers here at Indian Park this afternoon. Field in great playing condition. Indians have taken their infield practice, and Twin Rivers now doing the same. We will take a pregame break and come back with more as we get set for first pitch. Kennett and Twin Rivers in Game 1 of a doubleheader right after this.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Glen Sane ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glen Sane, and God bless our troops.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
In Kennett, we know our community because we're a part of it. At Kennett Board of Public Works, we're local, just like you. That means we're just minutes away. With fast response times, we're here for emergencies, ensuring your internet is restored quickly. We offer reliable, high-speed internet to keep your home and business connected. Kennett Board of Public Works, we're your local team, keeping you connected. Here when you need us, always.
Back at Indian Park, Twin Rivers wraps up their infield practice as we get set. This game one of the doubleheader looking a little closer at Twin Rivers, the opponent in game one. Coach Chris Newman at the helm as they wrap up their infield practice. They're off to a 7-3 start this season. Very, very good start to the season. And Coach Newman's ball club playing in Class 3 District 1. As they look to make some noise in that Class 3 District 1. And for the Kennett Indians, currently 4-4 on the season. Interesting stat I will get to about the Kennett Indians and their stats when we look at them. Just runs scored, runs allowed, and their season record. But first we'll look at Twin Rivers. They have been an offensive team so far this season. 9.3 runs per ball game. You average that a ball game, and your record probably going to look about like 7-3. They're allowing only 2.6 runs, so the offense has been good, and the defense has been very stingy for Twin Rivers so far this season. Kennett's record, now get this, folks, a record after the loss yesterday, and a well-played ball game against a very good team, the best team we may see all year, Greene County Tech, and losing in that ball game 5-3, but that made our record 4-4. Look at the runs average scored per ball game. It's 4. You want to take a guess what the runs allowed per ball game is? 4. And our record is 4-4. Who would have thought it? Well, that's the way the numbers shape up, but you can throw all of that out the window when baseball teams square off on the diamond, and that's what we're going to have this afternoon at Indian Park. Final touches on the field, and we're about set to greet the umpires and the head coaches and get this ball game underway. A scheduled 4 o'clock start, getting started a little early today with the doubleheader starting at 4 instead of 4:30. Good to have you along. If you're coming out to Indian Park, grab a jacket. We have some overcast skies. Then the sun will come out here at Indian Park. But the wind is blowing pretty strong out of the north. It's going to be blowing kind of across the field from left field over toward the right field line this afternoon. So if you're in the stands, make sure you dress accordingly. Come on out, have some fun in this doubleheader. Twin Rivers followed by Holcomb. A couple of games for you. We're going to have them both on the radio, our radio broadcast today. Once again on KBOA AM 1540 and 98.7 WGCQ FM. Monty Lyons and Alan the Wires, the engineer, is they've about got things figured out, and they have a part they're trying to get installed, and we'll be back on Magic 105 hopefully. But we have 2 stations that have you covered with a radio broadcast, our video stream on all the KTMO streaming platforms. That includes Facebook as well as YouTube and X and KTMOradio.com. and KTMO TV. Monty Lyons handling our radio duties. Tad Jones puts all of our video together and sets up all of our equipment and makes sure it's running properly. And yesterday, actually, 2 games going on at one time. And great to bring all of these games to you. And good to have you along this afternoon. The head coach is meeting with the umpires, so we're going to take our final pregame break. Indians about to take to the field. Twin River is about to come to the plate, and we'll give you those starting lineups when we return to Indian Park right after this.
At First State Community Bank, we pride ourselves on our personal, friendly approach, and our commitment to the community makes us an effective business partner. That's why we're proud to announce that our efforts have earned us the title of Best In-State Bank for the state of Missouri, awarded by Forbes. We are incredibly grateful to our customers who allow us to be their trusted financial partner. Thank you for your confidence in FSCB and for this recognition as one of the best banks in the state. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC, online at fscb.com.
At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we know that the days of parking your equipment in the shed after a long harvest and taking it easy for a while no longer exist. The business of farming is much more complex. We've been in the ag lending business for over 100 years, and we are ready to help your operation reach its best potential. We've got the loan and crop insurance products and the experience right here ready to serve you. We are your ag lender.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Contact Matthew Poole or Nathan Creed at 888-6624.
Perry Jones back at Indian Park. They continue to go over the ground rules. Coach Aaron New, along with head coach Chris Newman of the Twin River Royals, as veteran umpire behind the plate looks like John Whitaker. He's heard these ground rules a time or two. FM Bank, full-service bank, locally owned. And at FM Bank, their decisions are made here locally. Personal, business, agricultural loans. To FM Bank, people matter. Member FDIC, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Here's the batting order and defensive positions for Twin Rivers as they bat in the first inning. Bryce Dollins will lead things off. Bryce will be doing the pitching in the field in the bottom half of the inning. Jake Hester, the number 2 hitter, is the shortstop. Luke Hester in left field will bat third. Bo Lilly, the cleanup hitter, plays second base. Evan Bonifield is the first baseman and bats fifth. Drew Solomon will be playing third and batting sixth in the order for Coach Newman. Caden Aker, the catcher, will hit seventh. Kendall Austin, the DH, will hit eighth. And Liam Galloway will be in right field batting ninth. Keaton Hicks will be defensively in the field for the DH, and he will play center field. Here's the way the Indians take to the field and coming to the plate. Hayden Gilmore will be leading things off for Kennett. He'll play center field. Crafton Binkard will be in right field and batting second. Cash Franklin at third base will hit third. Caden Pruitt, the Kennett DH, will bat cleanup. Owen Williams at first base bats fifth. Sam Porterfield in left field will bat sixth for the Indians. John Baker Brown at second base will bat seventh. Caleb Duncan, the catcher, hits eighth. And Cade Anderson, the shortstop, will bat ninth. And out on the mound, the big right-hander, Dart Ursery, taking his warm-ups. Dart getting the start here against Twin Rivers this afternoon. Boy, Dart, an imposing figure up there on the mound as he takes his warm-up tosses. Last year, Kennett getting the complete game no-hitter by the one and only Hayden Gilmore when we went on the road to Twin Rivers as he pitched a beauty in that ball game. And now Dart Ursery will be given the task of trying to control this Twin River Royal offense that's averaging over 9 points per ball game. Ball's hit in the air, not going to help them too much getting out toward the outfield as the wind blowing kind of across the field from left field to right field. Dart Ursery, big right-hander. Good to have you along. Kennett Indian Baseball this afternoon. Again, Holcomb will be the opponent coming up next here at Indian Park. Ball game scheduled for 6 o'clock, but my prediction is going to be probably 6:30 or maybe closer to 7 before we get that one underway. Throw goes down to second, and we're ready for action as Bryce Dollins will lead things off. Bryce, a right-handed hitter. He'll be doing the pitching for Twin Rivers this afternoon. Franklin, his toes on the grass at third. Just in case Dollins wants to lay down a bunt. The first pitch from Ursery is outside, ball one. Kennett outfield straight away. They kind of guard the lines in right and left field. And here's a line drive to the second baseman. Fielded there in the air. Nice play by John Baker Brown for out number one. So a line out. And Brown handles that one about ankle high. Now Jake Hester will hit. Jake, he'll stroke it past the first baseman, Owen Williams, into right field. First pitch he saw, he took it the opposite way, and Owen almost got a glove on it, but that will get out into right field. First base hit of the ball game, opposite field single by Jake Hester. He's down at first base, and now Luke Hester will bat. Luke, another right-handed hitter, facing Dart Ursery. Getting started a few minutes before 4 o'clock this afternoon at Indian Park. Breaking ball is in there, a beauty, strike one from Dart. Ursery checks the runner at first. He's not going. A breaking pitch. Nice stop by Caleb Duncan. Out in the left-handed batter's box. That's ball one. It evens the count. Outfield is Porterfield in left. Gilmore in center. Binkard out in right field. 1-1 the count to Luke Hester. Dart Ursery. The pitch, another breaking ball, and this one misses a little bit inside. Ball two. 2-1 the count. We'd take that double play here. Coach Aaron New on this coach's show saying how important it is to get off to a better start in these ball games. Here's a foul ball sliced out of play down the right field side. Yesterday, falling behind to Greene County Tech 3-0 in the top of the first. And that first inning really made the difference in the ball game. Indians eventually tied the game up before Greene County Tech with a 5-2 victory. Good quick move over to first, and then they're safely. It's Hester, Jake diving back into the bag before the tag of Owen Williams. 2-2 the count to Luke Hester. One down in the inning, another throw to first, and this time standing up is Jake Hester back into the bag. Dart Ursery with the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball and a swing and a miss. Good pitch from the big right-hander. Now 2 outs in the inning, and the cleanup hitter Bo Lilly will hit. Bo, another right-handed hitter in the order for Twin Rivers. Wears the guard on his left elbow. Bats with an open stance. Dart will check the runner. Hester at first, and the pitch to the plate. Low and outside, blocked by Caleb, but scoots away from him down the third baseline, and the runner Hester will move up to second base on the ball in the dirt. So Hester down at second. 2 outs in the inning. See if Dart can shut the door with a cleanup hitter at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. A little bit outside with a fastball here, and the count 2-0 to Bo Lilly. First baseman, Evan Bonifield in the on-deck circle. Dart looks at the runner at second. Now the pitch coming to the plate. It's fouled out of play over on the softball field. Lady Indians with a huge victory over Nettleton over in Jonesboro last night. Coach Dolan's team is on a roll. Great to see. 2-1 the count to Lilly. Base runner is Jake Hester down at second. He takes his lead with 2 outs. This ball hit in the air. See if anyone can get to it. Crafton Binkard will call for it and make the catch out in right field. The freshman makes the play, and Twin Rivers strands a runner in the first. We'll go to the second. Kennett comes to bat in a scoreless ball game from Indian Park right after this.
Springtime and tournament season are here at the Kennett Country Club. Don't miss your chance to play in the biggest event of the year, the 3-man tournament coming up on May 3rd and 4th. Then it's the Mixed Pairs Tournament on May 17th and 18th. These fill up fast. Get your team entered today. Check out their brand new lineup of golf apparel from FootJoy, Greg Norman, Bogey Brothers, and Pins and Aces. Good times, great golf at the Kennett Country Club.
Hi, I'm Judith Davis with Southeast Missouri State University, and it's never too early or too late to start your degree. Fall registration is open, and now's the time to take that next step towards your future. At our Kennett campus, you can earn a 4-year degree in psychology, agribusiness, education, or business with affordable options to fit your life. Call today to speak to an advisor about scholarships and financial aid, or visit us at 1230 First Street in Kennett or online at cmo.edu. CMO, your university, your hometown.
Bottom of the first we go. Twin Rivers with a hit in the top half of the inning, but Kennett gets out of the inning without any damage done. Now we'll see Bryce Dollins take to the hill for Twin Rivers, the right-hander. It'll be Gilmore, Binkard, and Franklin, followed by Pruitt, Williams, and Porterfield, and then Brown, Duncan, and Anderson, the batting order for Kennett here in the bottom half of the first inning. See if we can get an early lead in this ball game. That would be a pleasant start. Several Twin Rivers fans here. I can see them from my vantage point in the press box, peeking out the window around the camera. A little different camera view for you today as I moved it down to the left a little bit more, give you a little better angle. With the clouds drifting through and afraid of rain, we're keeping all the equipment inside here this afternoon with a twin killing here at Indian Park. Here's Hayden Gilmore coming to the plate, the Kennett senior. Bats from the left side and faces Bryce Dollins. He says hello to the catcher, Aker. We're ready to go. Bryce Dollins, the right-hander, delivers the first pitch. Low and away, ball one. Pitching is being tested this week with all the games for Kennett. So we played Tuesday, we played Wednesday. We played Thursday. Now we have 2 on Friday. Swing and a miss. An off-speed pitch. Evens the count 1-1, and Hayden Gilmore will step back in the box. So far, Dollins has kept everything away from Hayden. Continues to do that, but this one misses low, 2-1. Next pitch. Gilmore fouls it slowly down the first baseline toward the Twin Rivers dugout. That evens the count 2-2. Defensively, Hester in left, Hicks in center, Galloway in right. Solomon at the third base position. It's Jake Hester at shortstop, Lilly at second, Bonifield at first, and ball 3 is low to Hayden Gilmore leading off the Kennett half of the first. The 3-2. Hayden fouls it off, and we'll do it all over again. Had a big cut that time. Impressive victory over Greenville on Tuesday, and then going on the road to Oran. 9-3 win there. Before dropping 5-3 to Greene County Tech yesterday. Now the 3-2 to Hayden. He swings and misses at a curveball, and that's out number 1 in the inning. Dollins isn't going to be an overpowering pitcher, but he has the Greg Maddox type movement on his ball. Lots of movement, off-speed pitches, and likes to keep the ball away from the hitters. Second left-handed hitter in a row will step to the plate, Crafton Binkard. Third baseman creeps in, and Crafton takes this one on the outside corner. Again, Dollins just paints that outside corner with the tailing fastball to the left-handed hitter. Binkard back in the box. First baseman Bonifield playing deep. So Dollins will try to cover that side of the infield on a bunt. Crafton swings way out in front of this one. And the count 0-2 on Binkard. All-speed breaking ball, and he was way out in front of that one. Now 0-2 the count. Next pitch headed home. This one's outside for ball 1. Seen Coach News so many times tell his ball club when they're facing pitchers like this, don't try to pull it. Just hit it back up the middle or take it the opposite way. Sit back and wait on it to get to you. Now the 1-2 pitch coming home. Breaking ball a little bit outside, ball 2. So Crafton's worked the count even, 2-2. One out, bottom of the first. Crafton pokes it into center field, and there's a base hit for the Kennett Indians. Good job of hitting. That's exactly what you needed to do. Just line it back up the middle for a base hit. Hicks will get it in quickly, but Kennett with good speed and Binkard at first base. And here's Cash Franklin coming to the plate. Just in case you're wondering, the wind kind of blowing in from left field across to right field. So balls hit in the air to left field is not going to have much benefit. And here's a smoked one down past the Kennett dugout. Way out in front of that was Cash Franklin, and that could hurt somebody, including Coach Aaron New down there. Gets out of the way of it. Good thing Coach Aaron New still has some defensive skills, and it took a lot of defensive skills to miss that line drive. Now the 0-1 to Franklin. He'll hit it in the air, right center field. Wind's going to push it away from the center fielder. Now the right fielder, Galloway, will take it. Hicks looked like he might have been calling for it, and that wind kept blowing it over toward Galloway, and then Galloway calls Hicks off, and the fly ball out is out number 2 in the inning. Binkard will go back to first base, and that brings up Caden Pruitt. Right-handed hitter, Pruitt, trying to find a way to get Binkard around the base pass. First pitch right in there for a called strike one. Dollins comes set. Binkard goes. Had a great jump. The throw down to second, not going to be nearly in time. It'll go into center field, but Hicks backing up the play. And Binkard with a stolen base. He is down at second. The pitch was a ball, so it's 1-1. Now on the batter, Caden Pruitt. Great jump that time by Binkard as he had 3 or 4 steps before Dollins released the pitch to the plate. Now Pruitt trying to drive in the first run of the game. Takes it high for ball 2, 2-1. Owen Williams in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Binkard taking a healthy lead. Jake Hester sneaks behind him. Now Binkard on a swing and a miss by Pruitt. Was headed back to the bag as that nasty breaking ball to Caden Pruitt, and he couldn't catch up with it. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Caden slaps it that way. This pitch low and it called strike 3. I was about to say it looked low and outside, but having a better vantage point, the home plate umpire, and that's all that matters. So Kennett will strand a runner just like the Royals did in the first inning, but we still have zeros on the scoreboard. We'll go to the second inning. Twin Rivers bats when we return right after this.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
Top of the second we go, and coming up, Evan Bonifield, the first baseman, right-handed hitter. To lead things off for Twin Rivers, Dart Ursery starts his second inning of work. And there's a ground ball hit foul down the third baseline. Dart only 12 pitches in that first inning, allowed a hit, but was very efficient with his pitch count. And that's very important when you're playing as many games as the Indians are playing this week. No games tomorrow. Indians are taking off and have a little practice on Sunday afternoon. This ball hit in the air. Pruitt will go back on this one. He's circling it a bit, but recovers and makes the catch for the out. Again, that wind playing tricks on those balls hit out in the air, especially to right field. That time Pruitt was able to overcome all the obstacles and haul it in for out number 1 in the inning. Left-handed hitter Drew Solomon will hit now. Drew, third baseman for the Royals. Ursary gets the strike in there and a swing and a miss by Solomon. Next pitch from Dart. Another swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch, low and away to Solomon. He's in the hole, 0-2. Dart's 0-2 pitch. A little bit low, ball one. Smothered there by Caleb Duncan, just in case it was called a strike. 1-2 the count to Drew Solomon. Drew puts it in play to second. J.B. Brown drops it, picks it up, throws to first, and there's a out at first as J.B. picked it up with a bare hand, and that's the only thing that saved him. Kept his body in front of it, and that was the important part of that play. And they get the out at first. Way to go, J.B. 2 outs in the inning, nobody on, and Caden Aker, the catcher for Twin Rivers, right-handed hitter at the plate, takes the first pitch outside for ball one. Harris Pharmacy, one of our great broadcast sponsors, locally owned pharmacy on 1st Street in Kennett. High and tight is ball two to Aker. At Harris Pharmacy, they have the MedSync and refill reminders. They'll get you a text message and tell you when you need to get your refills. Make sure you pick up all your medications at the same time each month. Ball 3 outside. 2 outs, base is empty for Twin Rivers. Pre-delivery in the Kennett area, go see Darren Harris and his great staff at Harris Pharmacy. The 3-0 pitch. A little bit low, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk, and there's a base runner in the second inning for Twin Rivers. With 2 outs, Kendall Austin will come to the plate. Kendall, a right-handed hitter. First pitch as the runner goes, the throw down to second base, and sliding in there safely is Aker with a stolen base. That pitch was a ball, and Dart has missed with his last 5 offerings to the plate. He had very good control up to the point where I said his pitch count was low. I need to hush. This pitch outside. Ball 2. Now time is called. Austin will adjust the shin guard on his front leg. The right-handed hitter, 2-0 the count. Maybe taking a strike here. Swing and a miss. He wasn't taking. He took a hack at it and comes up empty. Aker with a stolen base. He's down at second base. 2-1 the count on Kendall Austin. Swing and a miss. There you go, Dart. 2 good pitches in there, and Austin couldn't catch up. Now the count 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Top of the second. Deuces Wild here at Indian Park. Little bit outside, ball 3. 3-2. The count goes full. Dart checks the runner at second. The pitch to Austin. Swing and a miss. That'll do it. Good job. Foul tip into the mitt of Caleb Duncan. And that'll do it for Twin Rivers. They'll strand another runner. In the second inning, it's Kennett's opportunity. As we go to the bottom of the second, we're scoreless from Indian Park right after this.
Now is the time to get your air conditioner serviced for the warm days ahead. Let the experienced techs at Duncan Sheet Metal replace that old unit with a new high-efficiency unit to stay more comfortable during the upcoming warmer months. A new high-efficiency unit will pay for itself with the big savings you see on your utility bill. Turn to the experts at Duncan Sheet Metal today for service and installation. 601 Highway VV in Kennett.
Duncan Sheet Metal wishes Caleb Duncan and the entire Kennett Indian baseball team the best of luck this season.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics.
The same way we have supported our customers and the community for 86 years.
Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the field and in your field.
We are back at Indian Park. Indians bat, bottom of the second in the scoreless ball game, and it'll be Owen Williams leading things off. Sam Porterfield, followed by John Baker Brown, J.B. Brown. Caleb Duncan, if anyone can reach. Bryce Dollins starts his second inning of work as Aker, who was on the base pass when the last out occurred, got the gear on in a hurry, and he fires it to second. We're ready to go here in the bottom of the second. Owen Williams, the right-handed hitting first baseman, leads things off for Kennett. Bryce Dollins about to throw his 20th pitch of the ball game, 19 in that first inning. As Kennett threatened, but couldn't get the second hit of the inning, and strike one is called to Owen Williams. This one's hammered to left field. Base hit. Way to go, Owen. Turned on that one, and Hester will retrieve it and throw it back in. Leadoff single for the Indians. Owen Williams down at second. Here's Sam Porterfield. Sam, nice day at the plate yesterday and getting the start here this afternoon. Playing in left field for the Indians. Sam takes the first pitch a little bit low, ball one. Now the 1-0 pitch to Sam. Shows bunt, and he bunts it foul down the first baseline. Just rolled out of the dirt area. He was trying to drag it down the first baseline. It goes foul. John Baker Brown in the on-deck circle for Kennett. 1-1 strike to count to Sam Porterfield. Sam, another one of the youngsters on this ball club. Throw to first is high, and that'll get over to the fence, but it bounces right back over to the first baseman, Bonifield. And Owen wasn't able to take off down at second on that one. That fence kind of juts out over there, and you got to be careful. If you're a base runner at first, if it scoots away, then you can take off. But in that case, you better stay put. Sam swings and misses at a breaking pitch, and it's 1-2. Again, Kennett not seeing that breaking ball very good off the right hand of Bryce Dollins. He's been spinning it up there pretty well in the early part of this ball game. Here's another one on the outside corner, and that's called strike three. Beautiful pitch from Bryce Dollins. He paints the corner. Now John Baker Brown will bat. Brown made a nice play at second base defensively. The top half of the inning. Owen Williams, the base runner at first, takes his lead. The pitch, swing and a miss by Brown, strike one. One out. Here at the bottom of the second. Runner at first, and the 0-1 count to J.B. Brown. Shows bunt, takes it high, ball one. Caleb Duncan in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Wayne Chiropractic, another one of our great sponsors on St. Francis and Kennett, accepting new patients. They also accept Missouri Medicaid. They do DOT physicals. Go see Dr. Chancellor Wayne. Bunt is foul by the batter, J.B. Brown, as he tried to push it down the first baseline. It went foul just where Porterfield's ball did, just outside of the dirt area. And the count 1-2 now to Brown. See if J.B. can get a big one-out hit with Owen Williams at first. The 1-2 pitch headed home. Outside corner is called strike three. So after the base hit by Owen Williams, a couple of strikeouts, now two down in the inning. Here comes Caleb Duncan. See if Caleb can get him around. Oh, and a line drive single to left field starting this inning. First pitch to Caleb. Big swing and a miss. Strike one to Kennett senior catcher, Caleb Duncan. Dollins with the next pitch. This one's a little bit low to Caleb. Ball one, 1-1 the count. If you're getting off work shortly, be sure to bring a jacket out to Indian Park. A little chilly with the wind blowing, but we've had a lot worse days for high school baseball games. This ball is low. Ball 2-1 the count now to Caleb Duncan. We'll take it. The sun's shining, and we get to play 2 baseball games on a Friday afternoon and evening. At home, at that. 2-1 the count to Caleb. Pitches inside ball 3-1. Cade Anderson in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Caleb can reach base. Owen Williams, the base runner at first, with 2 down, bottom of the second. We're scoreless against Twin Rivers. 3-1 pitch. Outside corner. Makes the count full, 3-2. Caleb was ready to trot down to first. Now the runner, Owen Williams, will be off with the pitch. Dollins comes set in the 3-2. Strike call. That one, breaking ball right in there. We're called strike 3. That'll do it. Indians strand a runner. And the bottom of the second, each inning, each team has stranded a runner so far, but no runs across. We'll go to the third. Twin Rivers bats when we return to Indian Park right after this.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Glen St. ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glen St. and God bless our troops.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Underway at Indian Park, and leading things off, Liam Galloway for Twin Rivers. Next pitch headed home, fouled out of play. Dart Ursery, only given up 1 hit so far in the ball game. Curveball is a little bit inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the count to Liam Galloway. Leading off the inning. It'll be Dollins and Hester back up to the top of the lineup. Swing and a miss, 2-2 the count to Galloway. Twin Rivers with 1 hit in the ball game. Had a walk. Both teams have stranded a runner on the base pass so far. This ball hit to J.B. Brown. He'll have to charge this one. Bobbles it, and the runner will reach safely. Kind of got an odd hop when it left the grass, and J.B. couldn't field it cleanly. And that will put the runner on at first base. Leadoff runner on, and we go back to the top of the order. Dollins, the pitcher, will come to the plate. Dart. First pitch a little bit outside, ball one. Bryce lined out to J.B. Brown, his first at bat. J.B. caught it about ankle high. Again, showing bunt. He pushes it down the first baseline. Fielded there by Owen Williams, but nobody gets to first base, and the ball gets out in the right field. Miscues by the Indians, and Twin Rivers is going to have runners on at second and third. And now the runner is going to try to score, and he's in there safely. Kennett didn't get the ball back into the infield. The runner scores from third on the play. All started with a bunt that was put into play. Galloway comes all the way around to score on the last play. And Dollins goes down to second. So Twin Rivers takes the lead in this one. Again, they'll show bunt. This is the number 2 hitter, Jake Hester. So the runner down at second base, 1-0 Twin Rivers, nobody out here in the third. Defense is kind of fluttered here for the Indians in the inning. Now a pickoff throw, or a fake pickoff throw down to second. Owen Williams fielded the bunt, but nobody was over at the bag when he was trying to get it to first. Then the ball went out shallow right field. This ball knocked down by Caleb Duncan. Keeps Dollins down at second base. They count 2 balls and no strikes. Top half of the order. The number 2 hitter, Jake Hester, ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes, and Dollins down at second. This pitch fouled to the screen. 2-1. Wind blowing in at a pretty good pace here at Indian Park. Dart checks the runner at second. Now he'll turn and look the runner back once again. 2-1 the count. Nobody out, a run in for Twin Rivers. Unearned run here in the inning. They'll put this one in play. The bunt, the pitcher, Ursery, is going to have to field it and not going to be able to make a play anywhere. Everybody's safe. He looked up and didn't throw it to first with the runner reaching third. So Kennett not handling the first couple of bunts here so far in the inning. And runners at the corners. Still nobody out. And Luke Hester will hit. Fouled out of play, strike one. I mentioned Twin Rivers averaging 9.3 runs a ball game. Certainly do not need to give them any help. They don't need any help. Runner at first goes to second and will throw down and cut off by Brown, but Dollins will stay at third. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Now a couple of runners in scoring position for Twin Rivers. Still nobody out in the inning. Luke Hester at the plate, the number 3 hitter, takes inside ball 2, 2-1. Next pitch. Low ball 3, 3-1. Dart, his pitch count now up to 43. I kind of jinxed him back in that second inning when I said his pitch count was fairly low because it's shooting up there. They'll look the runner back without a throw, but with a runner at third, that's a dangerous play if they do throw down there. With nobody out, Dollins, he's the leadoff hitter, so he has good speed. He probably would have raced to the plate if they thrown it down there. Here's a ground ball to third. That'll get the run home. Franklin will fire to first for the out. The runner goes to third, and they try to make the tag. It goes off the glove and into left field of Anderson, and a run will score. Let's see how we're going to score that one. Batter out as Franklin over to Owen Williams. Then Owen threw it to third. Then Hester scores on the play. And Twin Rivers has opened up 3-0 lead. Not surprising, a visit out to visit with his team, Coach Aaron New. Hands on the hips. Glad we don't have a microphone out there. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, for over 60 years, providing top quality sporting goods to the region. Clothes, shoes, sports, equipment, uniforms, they do it all at Skeeter Kell. See Roger and Chris and all the crew. When you think sports, think Skeeter Kell. The conference goes on the mound as home plate umpire John Whitaker let it happen. Mr. Whitaker, other than calling many, many games, a great player in his own right, and his son, very good player, now umpiring at a high level. Bo Lilly at the plate. Base is empty now. Let me get those base runners off on our screen. And there's one out in the inning, as we did get the out at first. But it's 3-0 in favor of Twin Rivers. Fouled back to the screen. 1-1 the count on the batter, Bo Lilly. Ursery misses low and outside, ball 2, 2-1. This pitch fouled back, 2-2. As always, my scoring is very unofficial in the ball game, but I now have Kennett with 3 errors, and it possibly could be more than that, depending how you score it. Ball 3 is high, and the count goes full to Bo Lilly. Long inning. Top of the third. 3 runs across for Twin Rivers. All without the benefit of a hit. Still without a hit. They have a runner at first. 1 down in the inning. A double play ball would make things feel a little better here. Evan Bonifield, number 5 hitter in the order, comes to the plate. Evan plied out to Binkert in right field, his first at bat. Strike on the corner from Dart Ursery. This pitch outside, ball 1, 1-1 the count. Lilly, the base runner at first. Evan Bonifield, the hitter. This pitch grounded to third, fielded there by Franklin to second for 1 to throw to first in time. Double play, we get out of the inning. Franklin to Brown to Owen Williams. The twin killing gets Kennett out of it, but Twin Rivers scores 3, and they lead 3-0. Kennett bats bottom of the third when we return to Indian Park right after this.
In Kennett, we know our community because we're a part of it. At Kennett Board of Public Works, we're local, just like you. That means we're just minutes away. With fast response times, we're here for emergencies, ensuring your internet is restored quickly. We offer reliable, high-speed internet to keep your home and business connected. Kennett Board of Public Works, we're your local team, keeping you connected. Here when you need us, always.
At First State Community Bank, we pride ourselves on our personal, friendly approach, and our commitment to the community makes us an effective business partner. That's why we're proud to announce that our efforts have earned us the title of Best In-State Bank for the state of Missouri, awarded by Forbes. We are incredibly grateful to our customers who allow us to be their trusted financial partner. Thank you for your confidence in FSCB and for this recognition as one of the best banks in the state. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC. Online at fscb.com.
Kate Anderson will lead things off for Kennett in the bottom of the third inning. Then Hayden Gilmore and Crafton Binkard. Cash Franklin, if anyone can reach. Indians need some runs after Twin Rivers, 3 unearned runs in the top half of the third inning. Holcomb, our next opponent just making their way in. Cade grounds it to third. Solomon scoops, throws in time for out number 1. Kate Anderson retired on the ground out and back to the top of the order. Hayden Gilmore. Hayden, a strikeout victim, his first at bat, facing Bryce Dollins. Dollins with the first pitch to Hayden. He'll take it at the knees, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch to Gilmore. Outside is ball 1. 1-1 the count. Holcomb out of school, decided to come over early and take in some baseball before they hit the diamond around 6 o'clock this evening. Ground ball to second. Lilly. He has this one and flips to first for 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Couple of ground outs by the Indians. And the base is empty for Crafton Binkard. Crafton a base hit, his first time up as he singled on a line drive to center field. Outfield plays Binkard around to pull a bit, facing Dollins. First pitch high and outside, ball 1. Get something going with 2 outs here, guys. 3-0 Twin Rivers. We're in the bottom of the third. Now the 1-0 pitch. Grounded slowly toward third. Solomon charges, fields, throws in plenty of time for out number 3. 3 ground ball outs, and the Indians retired here in the inning. We'll go to the 4th. Twin Rivers bats. They lead 3-0.
At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we know that the days of parking your equipment in the shed after a long harvest and taking it easy for a while no longer exist. The business of farming is much more complex. We've been in the ag lending business for over 100 years, and we are ready to help your operation reach its best potential. We've got the loan and crop insurance products and the experience right here ready to serve you. We are your ag lender.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Contact Matthew Poole or Nathan Creed at 888-6624.
Springtime and tournament season are here at the Kennett Country Club. Don't miss your chance to play in the biggest event of the year, the 3-man tournament coming up on May 3rd and 4th. Then it's the Mixed Pairs Tournament on May 17th and 18th. These fill up fast. Get your team entered today. Check out their brand new lineup of golf apparel from FootJoy, Greg Norman, Bogey Brothers, and Pins and Aces. Good times, great golf at the Kennett Country Club.
While you got a moment, call out to the Kennett Country Club Pro Shop and get Larry Boone or John Salmons or any of the folks there in the Pro Shop to sign your team up for that 3-man scramble coming up first weekend in May. Always a great time. That'll be May 3rd and 4th out at the Kennett Country Club. Solomon will lead things off, followed by the catcher Aker and then Austin, 6, 7, and 8 in the order, and Dart Ursary with a ball outside, ball 1, and we're underway here in the 4th inning, 3-0. Royals over the Indians. This one's hit high and deep to right field. Going back is Binkard. He looks up and makes the play. Good job out there, Crafton. Not an easy play. Catches that one back over his shoulder on a well-hit fly ball to right field. That's the first out of the inning, and Caden Aker will come to the plate. Swing and a miss by Aker, strike 1. Twin Rivers with 2 hits in the ball game. Kennett with 2 hits, but The errors have cost the Indians in this one. This ball is high, 1-1. Some pre-passes and errors. Errors on the top of an error. Let runners cross the plate. Ball out of play, 1-2. Most of that will be forgotten if we can get some runs in this ball game. Now the 1-2 pitch outside is ball 2, 2-2. Patterson Auto Sales, one of our great sponsors on Highway 412. They're right there by the fairgrounds entrance in Kennett. Look, go see Trenton Patterson. Great selection of this one. Sails behind Acre and to the screen. Ball 3, 3-2. That'll wake you up. Trenton Patterson, he has a great selection of cars, trucks, SUVs. He knows how to save you money on that vehicle purchase. Go by and see him. Patterson Auto Sales. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. Austin will come to the plate. Kendall, the DH, was a strikeout victim facing Dart the first time up. Takes this one low and away. Ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning for Twin Rivers. Fouled out of play, 1-1 the count. Indians go on the road to Portageville on Monday. Swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. We'll talk about all of next week's schedule. A couple of SEMO conference games in there. We'll not play Tuesday, but Sykeston, I believe, here at Indian Park Wednesday. Foul back to the screen. Count remains 1-2. Then Cape Central here at Indian Park on Thursday of next week. Then our next game will be on the 22nd when the Indians go to Dyer County to take on the Choctaws. Ground ball to second base. J.B. Brown will field and throw to first. For the out, 1-2-3. Twin Rivers retired in the 4th. Let's hit some runs, guys. Indians bat bottom half of the inning, trailing Twin Rivers 3-0.
Hi, I'm Judith Davis with Southeast Missouri State University, and it's never too early or too late to start your degree. Fall registration is open, and now's the time to take that next step towards your future. At our Kennett campus, you can earn a 4-year degree in psychology, agribusiness, education, or business with affordable options to fit your life. Call today to speak to an advisor about scholarships and financial aid, or visit us at 1230 First Street in Kennett or online at cmo.edu. CMO, your university, your hometown.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
Thanks to all of our great broadcast sponsors who bring you Kennett Indian sports. Of course, baseball here. We've had softball coverage. Lady Indians playing a couple of games today. Big victory on the road at Nettleton down in Jonesboro yesterday. Let's get a big 4th inning here as Cash Franklin will lead things off, followed by the cleanup hitter Caden Pruitt and Owen Williams. And there's a ground ball to short. Couple of hops and a high hop for Hester across in time for the out. Kennett's hitting some ground balls, 3 ground ball outs in the 3rd inning, and they start with a ground ball out here in the 4th inning. And Twin Rivers making the plays so far. The hits are even at 2 apiece, but the runs are 3 for Twin Rivers, none for Kennett. Caden Pruitt hits a ground ball, and it's just foul outside the bag at 3rd. Strike 1. Bryce Dollins pitching with 1 out in the 4th inning. Next pitch in there for a called strike. 44 pitches for Bryce, so his pitch count is low. as he works here in the fourth inning with an out. The 0-2 pitch to Pruitt. This one is outside and low. Ball 1, 1-2. You Kennett fans noticed when I mentioned his pitch totals. See if the jinx works again. Now the 1-2 pitch to Pruitt. Fouled off. Caden hanging in there. 1-2. Bryce has done a really good job keeping the Kennett hitters off stride. Getting a lot of ground ball outs. Now the 1-2 pitch to Pruitt. He swings and misses. That's second out in the inning. Nobody on, and that brings up Owen Williams. Owen with one of the Kennett hits. He singled on a line drive to left field, his first plate appearance. Hardest hit Kennett ball so far in the ball game, by far. Even though Kraft and Binkard's single up the middle was pretty well struck. Curveball taken for a strike by Owen. He's in the hole, 0-1. Sam Porterfield in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Dollins with the next pitch. This one's hit out into left center field. Center fielder, left fielder over, and now the left fielder Hester will call off Hicks and make the play. So up to the task were the Royals' defensive players in the inning. As the Indians shut down 1-2-3, we'll go to the fifth. Twin Rivers bats, and they lead 3-0.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
Now is the time to get your air conditioner serviced for the warm days ahead. Let the experienced techs at Duncan Sheet Metal replace that old unit with a new high-efficiency unit to stay more comfortable during the upcoming warmer months. A new high-efficiency unit will pay for itself with the big savings you see on your utility bill. Turn to the experts at Duncan Sheet Metal today for service and installation. 601 Highway VV in Kennett.
Duncan Sheet Metal wishes Caleb Duncan and the entire Kennett Indian baseball team the best of luck this season.
Dart Ursery is warmed up and ready to go in his fifth inning of work. It'll be 9-1-2 for Twin Rivers. They lead it 3-0 in the top of the fifth. Liam Galloway will lead things off for Twin Rivers, the left-handed hitter. Takes the first pitch a little bit outside, ball 1. Ultimate Fitness in Kennett, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Great workout equipment, 24-hour access. They got all the equipment you would ever dream of when it comes to working out. The best thing, that 24-hour access, you can work out on your own schedule. 2-0 the count to Galloway. He'll foul this one down the left field line and out of play. And the count 2-1 to Liam Galloway. Ultimate Fitness, several membership plans available, individual, family memberships. Find out more, give them a call. This ball 3 is inside to Galloway, 3-1. 888-9000. Ultimate Fitness in Kennett. 3-1, the count to Galloway. And Dart Ursery's pitch is low, ball 4, the leadoff base runner. Back to the top of the order, and here's Bryce Dollins. Bryce is lined down to second, and he reached on an error and eventually came around to score one of the runs. And coming out to the mound will be a possible pitching change, and we do have a pitching change. It looks like Zane Franklin is going to come in and take his warm-up tosses. So Ursery's pitching day is over as he leaves here in the fifth. And Zane Franklin will warm up. We'll tell you about the new Kennett hurler when we return to Indian Park right after this.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics.
The same way we have supported our customers and the community for 86 years.
Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the field and in your field.
The sophomore right-hander, Zane Franklin, will take to the mound. His first varsity appearance of the season. He'll have a runner at first with nobody out here in the fifth. Twin Rivers leading 3-0, and the leadoff hitter, Bryce Dollins, at the plate. Coach Aaron New going out and making the pitching change, as we'll look at the numbers for Dart in this ball game. Pitched 4 innings, 71 pitches, 35 balls and 36 strikes. Gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, no earned runs. He walked 3 batters and struck out 3 batters. That's the final numbers for Dart Ursery. See if Zane Franklin can come in and close the door on Twin Rivers. So far, only a couple of hits for the Indians in the ball game. They came early in the game, but nothing but zeros on the scoreboard for Kennett so far. Coach Aaron New making the pitching change here in the fifth. I think Zane got a little bit of work in the JV game yesterday, the big sophomore. 6'4" sophomore, the right-hander, facing Bryce Dollins with a runner at first. And the first pitch from Zane, outside corner, is a called strike 1. Zane is just impressive what he brought to the football team and then the basketball team, and now we see him on the baseball diamond competing. This ball pretty well hit out in the left center field. Hayden Gilmore will go over. It looks like he might have lost it in the sun. Now the throw into second, and they're going to get the force out. Hayden kind of deked Galloway, as I think Galloway thought they were going to catch it out there. It was a one-hop to Gilmore, and he fires a strike into Brown. So the ball was in play. And the fielder's choice goes Gilmore to Brown. And Galloway was out at second. So now 1 out in the inning. Runner at first. And Jake Hester, the batter, takes ball 1 a little bit high. The wind blowing in and toward the right field line here. Kind of blowing in from left field and across the diamond here at Indian Park. Breaking ball outside, ball 2 from Zane Franklin. Jake Hester at the plate. Luke is in the on-deck circle. Foul tip makes the count 2-1. Game 2 will feature the Holcomb Hornets taking on the Indians. Foul back to the screen, 2-2. Zane has came in throwing strikes. See if he can get us to the plate in the bottom half of this inning with the score remaining 3-0. 2-2 the count on the batter, Jake Hester. Zane's pitch with a runner going is lined to left field. Coming on, it's going to land in front of Porterfield. He'll get it in quickly all the way to third. So a line drive base hit off the bat of Jake Hester. Porterfield played it well. Gets it back in quickly. So Dollins moves down to second base. And Jake Hester at first, and now Luke Hester at the plate. Number 3 order hitter. How about another double play? We've turned 1 this afternoon. This ball's popped up on the infield. Third baseman comes on, and a nice play by Cash Franklin to get that one right in front of the pitcher's mound. Heard Cash yelling, "I got it, I got it," and he got it. Thought they might call infield fly rule on that one with runners at first and second, less than 2 outs, but didn't see any indication. I think they knew that was a kind of a tough pop-up there. Now Bo Lilly bats with runners at first and second and 2 down. Zane will look Dollins back to the bag at second base. Cash all the way from third base caught it between pitcher's mound and home plate. Fastball is high, ball one. Bentley Farms, another one of our great sponsors, Wes and Chantel Bentley. We appreciate their support of our broadcast. They have three boys that look to be on this diamond. The oldest one in the 8th grade, Gabe. Part of that good 8th grade team. A foul tip into the mid. Duncan evens the count 1-1. Gaines in kindergarten, Gatlin starting preschool. So a lot of Bentleys coming up through the Kennett Indian baseball chain. We appreciate Bentley Farms, the farm up in Dudley, and Kennett residents supporting our broadcast. We appreciate them. They've been on for several years with us. 1-1 the count to Bo Lilly. They'll throw to first and pick the runner off. So they throw behind Hester as Dollins was taking off to third. Zane picks off Hester at first, and the Indians get out of the inning without any damage done. We'll take it, won't we? Let's go bottom half of the 5th, see if we can score some runs. Twin Rivers leads this one 3-0.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Glen St. ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glen St. and God bless our troops.
Glen St., one of our great broadcast sponsors. We appreciate all of our sponsors so much who help bring you the coverage of Kennett Indian baseball all season long. Sam Porterfield will lead things off. John Baker Brown and Caleb Duncan. Cade Anderson, if anyone can reach, bottom of the 5th, and Kennett trailing 3-0. Strike on the outside corner to Porterfield, and we're underway here in the bottom of the 5th. Bryce Dollins just threw his 50th pitch. His pitch count is very manageable here. This pitch high. Ball one, 1-1 the count. Porterfield back of the box, trying to get things started for the Indians. Off-speed pitch, a little bit high, ball 2. Sam's first at bat. He struck out facing Dollins. Now the 2-1 pitch. Puts it in play. Second baseman ranges over toward the first base bag. Lilly scoops and fields, throws to Bonifield for the out. Another ground ball out by the Indians. They have hit a bunch of those today. Lilly to Bonifield for out number 1 in the inning. Now John Baker Brown will come to the bat. He also a strikeout victim the first time against Bryce Dollins. See if JB can get us started here in the 5th. A little pop-up. It's going to bounce in front of the second baseman. He'll shovel it to first. Lilly again to Bonifield. And 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning for the Indians. That ball, wouldn't call it a line drive. It's a shallow pop fly that Lilly fields and throws over to first base for the out. Now Caleb Duncan with 2 down in the inning. And the base is empty. Fouls the first pitch back to the screen. Strike 1. 5 o'clock, a broadcast on KBOA AM 1540 Kennett, 98.7 WGCQ FM, Hayti, Kennett. Our broadcast outlets for today's game as we continue to work on Magic 105. Caleb fouls this one out of play, and the count 0-2 to the Kennett senior, Caleb Duncan. Video stream on the KTMO streaming platforms. We will end the stream at the end of this ball game. We will start a new stream for Game 2. As they'll do a little field work and Holcomb will warm up, so we'll have a little pause between games. Caleb gets out of the way of an inside fastball for ball 1. Great to have you along today. 5 o'clock. If you're getting off work, grab a jacket and come out to the ballpark. Ball in the dirt. Evens the count, 2-2. Kennett just down 3, but it seems like a lot more than that. They really haven't threatened offensively so far in this ball game. FM Bank, one of our great broadcast sponsors, full-service, locally owned bank, where they make all their decisions locally. To FM Bank, people matter. Member FDIC. Caleb fouls it out of play. And stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and nobody on in the second. Cade Anderson will bat if Caleb can reach in the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball and smashed off the third baseman Solomon's glove. Picks it up, throws to first in time for the out. Boy, getting robbed that time was Caleb Duncan. He let a line drive, and Solomon got a glove on it. Picked it up with a bare hand and throws out Duncan for out number 3. Indians come up empty in the 5th. We go to the 6th. Twin Rivers bats leading this one 3-0.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
In Kennett, we know our community because we're a part of it. At Kennett Board of Public Works, we're local, just like you. That means we're just minutes away. With fast response times, we're here for emergencies, ensuring your internet is restored quickly. We offer reliable, high-speed internet to keep your home and business connected. Kennett Board of Public Works, we're your local team, keeping you connected. Here when you need us, always.
Top of the 6th, we go in a 3-0 ball game. Zane Franklin will start his second inning of work. Did a nice job back in that 5th inning. Not allowing any runs and shutting the door on Twin Rivers. Cleanup hitter Bo Lilly will lead things off. Then Bonifield and Solomon. Aker, the catcher, if anyone can reach. Indians with nothing but zeros up on the scoreboard in this ball game. Only 2 hits in the ball game, and those hits coming very early for the Indians. Bo Lilly fouls the first one out of play. Bo is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He's flied out to right. He's walked. He was at the plate when the runner was picked off at first in the last inning. Foul tip that catches Caleb. Maybe I guess it was Caleb that got rattled by that one. And Mr. John Whitaker, the home plate umpire, will give Caleb a chance to recover from that foul tip. He gets a pat on the head from Mr. Whitaker as he goes back behind the plate. And Bo Lilly with an 0-2 count. Zane Franklin with the pitch, a breaking ball hit in the air. Right behind second base, a tough play and a great play out there by Cade Anderson. Basket catch out in front of Hayden Gilmore out in shallow center field. Well, that was a tough play and a great play by Cade Anderson defensively. Not an easy play, especially with that wind blowing in like it is. So 1 down, and here's Bonifield, who swings and misses, strike 1. Like I said, the 3 runs seem like 10 runs the way this ball game has gone, but certainly within reach for Kennett to come back. Just hold them and get some hits. Ball 1 is low, 1-1 the count. They're probably going to have to face Dollins because his pitch count is very low in this ball game. Indians have not really hit him well so far. Here's a ground ball slowly hit to Owen Williams, and Owen boots it. Another Kennett error as it rolls up his arm, and The runner reached it safely. Zane Franklin was racing over there trying to cover the base, but Owen couldn't handle the ground ball. And a runner on it first. See if we can turn another double play here in the ball game. Drew Solomon, the hitter. Drew, a left-handed hitter, facing Zane Franklin for the first time. Flied out to right, and he's grounded out to second. We'd take that ground out to second here and maybe turn two and a foul ball. Over near the first base dugout where Twin Rivers players are located. 0-1 now to Solomon. A little bit high is ball one. 1-1 the count. Harris Pharmacy, one of our great broadcast sponsors. First Street in Kennett. Go by and see Darren Harris and his great staff. They'll take care of you at Harris Pharmacy. Here's a good pitch on the outside corner. Is a called strike to Drew Solomon. The count 1-2 to Drew. Zane Franklin, after the error, allows Bonifield to reach first. He takes his lead down at first. Zane just misses off the plate with ball two. 2-2 the count. Top of the sixth, 3-0 Twin Rivers. None of the runs were earned in that inning. Been that kind of day. Fouled off at the plate. Solomon may have took that one on the front leg. Count remains 2-2. Chilly afternoon at the ballpark, so come on out. Bring a jacket. Bring a blanket. Enjoy some baseball. It's Holcomb, the next opponent. The next pitch headed home. Ooh, a little bit high with a breaking ball. Didn't drop down in time, and the count goes full to Drew Solomon. Bonifield takes his lead at first. The 3-2 pitch to the plate, and a swing and a miss. There's out number two. Zane's doing a good job coming in relief in this one. 2 outs, and Bonifield at first. Caden Aker, the catcher, will come to the plate. Aker has walked and struck out this afternoon. Franklin's first pitch hit in the air. Out to center field. Drifting back is Hayden Gilmore. Hayden's under it, and that's out number 3. Indians work around the error, and no runs scored in the top half of the 6th. Kennett bats bottom of the 6th, trailing Twin Rivers 3-0.
At First State Community Bank, we pride ourselves on our personal, friendly approach, and our commitment to the community makes us an effective business partner. That's why we're proud to announce that our efforts have earned us the title of Best In-State Bank for the state of Missouri, awarded by Forbes. We are incredibly grateful to our customers who allow us to be their trusted financial partner. Thank you for your confidence in FSCB and for this recognition as one of the best banks in the state. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC. Online at fscb.com.
At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we know that the days of parking your equipment in the shed after a long harvest and taking it easy for a while no longer exist. The business of farming is much more complex. We've been in the ag lending business for over 100 years, and we are ready to help your operation reach its best potential. We've got the loan and crop insurance products and the experience right here ready to serve you. We are your ag lender.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Contact Matthew Poole or Nathan Creed at 888-6624.
Bottom of the 6th we go. It'll be Cade Anderson, followed by Hayden Gilmore and Crafton Binkard. Cash Franklin, if anyone can reach. Indians down by 3, needing some runs. And Bryce Dollins, his pitch count just keeps hovering about the same every inning. He has thrown 60 pitches through 5 innings. Seems like every inning. I think the last inning he threw 10 pitches. He started the 5th with about 50 pitches. Throw goes down to second, so his pitch count low enough he could easily go the distance in this one. See if the Indians can make some noise. Indians have put the ball in play, but Twin Rivers has made the plays. A lot of ground balls, a few pop flies, but mostly ground balls in this ball game. Been the nemesis of the Kennett Indians. Just haven't found some holes. Hard line drive. the last inning. And Solomon, the third, made a great play. Cade will bunt it right back to the pitcher. This will be an easy out. As Dollins fields and throws out Cade at first base. Cade tried to bunt his way on, but bunted it right back to the pitcher. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. And top of the order, and Hayden Gilmore. Hayden hitless so far this afternoon. Grounded out to second and struck out. Takes it low, ball one. Just string some hits together here, guys. See if we can make it happen. Wayne Chiropractic, another one of our great broadcast sponsors on St. Francis Street in Kennett. Now accepting new patients. Go see Dr. Wayne. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday each week. Wayne Chiropractic. Ground ball slowly back to the pitcher. Boy, this is a easy inning for Bryce Dollins. Two little ground balls back to him and two putouts at first base. Now the base is empty with two down in the inning, and Crafton Binkard to the plate. Crafton with one of the two Kennett hits. He singled on a line drive back up the middle. That was way back in the first inning. Bryce Dollins has thrown 3 pitches in this inning and has 2 outs already. See if we can get a 2-out rally going here in the bottom of the 6th. Crafton swings and misses, strike one. The 0-1 pitch headed home. Outside corner is called strike two. Bryce Dollins' control has been excellent today. He has just worked the corners, breaking pitch, great command of it. Now the 0-2 to Binkard with 2 outs and nobody on, and Crafton swings and misses. And just like that, the Indians are retired in the 6th. We go to the 7th inning. Twin Rivers bats leading this one 3-0.
Springtime and tournament season are here at the Kennett Country Club. Don't miss your chance to play in the biggest event of the year, the 3-man tournament coming up on May 3rd and 4th. Then it's the Mixed Pairs Tournament on May 17th and 18th. These fill up fast. Get your team entered today. Check out their brand new lineup of golf apparel from FootJoy, Greg Norman, Bogey Brothers, and Pins and Aces. Good times, great golf at the Kennett Country Club.
Back at Indian Park, we go to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be 8-9-1. Austin, Galloway, and then Dollins to face Zane Franklin. 2 innings pitched for Zane. 24 pitches total. Zane's done a really nice job coming into the ball game. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, one of our great broadcast sponsors, providing the area with top quality sporting goods for over 60 years. When you think sporting goods, think Skeeter Kell, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Also one of our great sponsors, Patterson Auto Sales on Highway 412, right near the fairgrounds entrance here in Kennett. Go by and see Trent and Patterson. Man, they have some great-looking vehicles out there, cars, trucks, SUVs. Trenton has worked for the big dealerships, and he knows how to save you money when you make that next automobile purchase. Go by and see him. Patterson Auto Sales and Trenton Patterson. Franklin's ready, and Kendall Austin stands in and hits a fly ball out to shallow center field. Hayden Gilmore dives for it, and it lands just in front of Hayden. Great effort by the Kennett senior, Hayden Gilmore. Hopefully he's okay as he crashes hard to the ground, going after that little dying fly ball out in center, right center field. He had a long way to go, and Austin reaches safely at first. Liam Galloway now will hit. Galloway has walked and reached on an error in the ball game. Pinch runner coming in for Twin Rivers, and I cannot see the number from where I am, so for the Twin Rivers fans watching, I apologize. Galloway, left-handed hitter, bunts it down the third baseline, fielded by Franklin, throws to second, and they get the force out. Way to go, Cash. He made a couple of nice plays this afternoon. Started a double play, and on that hard bunt, alertly threw down to second. So Franklin to J.B. Brown. And the runner forced out at second, so now one out in the inning. Back to the top of the order, and Bryce Dollins. Bryce has done it on the mound today, but he's 0 for 3 at the plate, looking for his first hit. Strike one is in there to Dollins. Even though he's 0 for 3, he's reached on an error and also reached on a fielder's choice. Caused problems on the base pass. 0-1 the count. This one misses for ball one. 1-1 the count. Galloway, the runner at first. How about a double play here? And let's see if we can get some runs in the bottom of the 7th. Foul back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. To Bryce Dollins. Twin Rivers with a record of 7-3. Good ball club, Class 3 District 1. Their district. Runner goes and a ground ball to Franklin. Cash will field, throw high, and they make the tag at first for the out. Good job, Owen Williams. That'll be the second out. The runner was going on the play. Cash throws across the diamond, and Owen makes the tag, so Galloway down to second base, and 2 down now in the inning. And Jake Hester will bat. We haven't gotten this fellow out yet this afternoon. Singled on a line drive to right, bunt single. Singled on a line drive to left, and the first pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Galloway, the runner down at second base, 2 outs in the inning. See if we can get Hester out this time. Franklin's pitch is inside, ball 2. Luke Hester in the on-deck circle. Ultimate Fitness, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Great workout equipment. They have the 24-hour access. 888-9000 Ultimate Fitness for more information. Beautiful curve ball in there for a strike. Go by and see Ultimate Fitness. They'll give you a tour. You can see their facilities, find out about their membership plans that they have available. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Jake Hester. This curveball hit in the air, left field, and well hit. Porterfield back is going to look up, and it's going to go over his head and to the base of the fence. The run will score, and Hester will stop at second. He's 4 for 4 on the day, and he has been a thorn in the side of the Indians this afternoon as he doubles all the way out to the left field fence, and that puts a little bigger deficit for the Indians to overcome when they get out of this 7th inning. There's 2 down, and Luke Hester will come to the plate. Jake Hester down at second. The first pitch makes Luke get out of the way. That's ball 1. Almost hit him. 4-0, Twin Rivers. Zane Franklin looks the runner back. Nobody over there covering the bag that time. And no throw. Down to second. Wind's blowing in, and I'll tell you what, Jake Hester hit that ball a long way out to left field into that wind. Here's a called strike on the inside corner. Any other day, that would have probably been a 2-run homer. One and 1 the count to Luke Hester. This ball's hit in the air. Shallow center field, and Hayden Gilmore will call and make the catch for out number 3, but Twin Rivers adds a run. They'll lead 4-0. Kennett's last chance coming up as we go to the 7th right after this.
Hi, I'm Judith Davis with Southeast Missouri State University, and it's never too early or too late to start your degree. Fall registration is open, and now's the time to take that next step towards your future. At our Kennett campus, you can earn a 4-year degree in psychology, agribusiness, education, or business with affordable options to fit your life. Call today to speak to an advisor about scholarships and financial aid, or visit us at 1230 First Street in Kennett or online at cmo.edu. CMO, your university, your hometown.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, It feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
Throw goes down the second, and Bryce Dollins will try to get the complete game shutout here if he can retire the Indians in the seventh. But it'll be the heart of the order for Kennett due up. Cash Franklin, Caden Pruitt, and Owen Williams. Sam Porterfield, if anyone can reach. Cash is 0 for 2, and Bryce Dollins' first pitch is low, ball one. 66 pitches as he starts the seventh inning. He only threw 6 pitches in that sixth inning. Here's a hard-hit ground ball to short. Again on the ground. This time Jake Hester slings it to first. There's out number one. We have had a ton of ground ball outs in this ball game. Give credit to Bryce Dollins. He's pitched a beauty. 2 pitches and 1 out here in the bottom of the seventh. Caden Pruitt will step in. A couple of strikeouts facing Dollins so far for Caden, and he takes ball one low. Bentley Farms, one of our great broadcast sponsors, Wes and Chantel Bentley. We appreciate their support of our broadcast. 3 youngsters coming up. They can't wait for them to be on the field. Playing here at Indian Park. This one's called strike, evens the count 1-1 to Caden Pruitt. This ball well hit to left field, going over and diving for the ball is Luke Hester, and Luke makes the play. Boy, you have to give Twin Rivers a lot of credit. When Kennett has hit the ball hard, Twin Rivers has made the defensive plays. And Hester, a diving catch out in left field going toward the line. Last chance for the Indians is Owen Williams. Owen with one of the 2 Kennett hits in the ball game. Hit it hard and robbed by Solomon at third on a line drive, his last at bat. And ball one is low to Owen. There's a strike in there to Owen Williams. Evens the count 1-1. Here's a hard hit ball to short. Couple of hops, Hester up, over, across, and that's a winner. 4-0, Twin Rivers defeats Kennett in game one. We'll come back, check the final totals, and wrap up this broadcast of game one right after this.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
Now is the time to get your air conditioner serviced for the warm days ahead. Let the experienced techs at Duncan Sheet Metal replace that old unit with a new high-efficiency unit to stay more comfortable during the upcoming warmer months. A new high-efficiency unit will pay for itself with the big savings you see on your utility bill. Turn to the experts at Duncan Sheet Metal today for service and installation. 601 Highway VV in Kennett.
Duncan Sheet Metal wishes Caleb Duncan and the entire Kennett Indian baseball team the best of luck this season.
4-0. Twin Rivers wins this one. They got 3 runs in the third. They added another in the seventh. 4 runs on 5 hits for Twin Rivers. And they did not commit an error. Their pitcher kept them in play, and their defense stood up to the task. And Twin Rivers gets a 4-0 shutout victory over Kennett. For Kennett, no runs and 2 hits in the ballgame. Kennett, I have it 4 errors, and very possibly the dugout could have 5 or 6 errors in this ballgame. Kennett left 2 runners on base, the 2 runners reaching base, and they left both runners on base, couldn't get the hits to get them across. Twin Rivers left 5 runners on base. Pitching totals in the ballgame, Dollins was outstanding as No runs on 2 hits, no errors, no walks. He struck out 7 Indians in the ball game, and he threw 74 pitches. Here's his strike ratio: 51 strikes out of 74 pitches. So his control excellent, and he gets the victory. Dart Ursery gets the loss, and he didn't give up any earned runs in the ball game. Gave up a couple of hits and gave up 3 runs, but none earned. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts for Dart. Then Zane Franklin, a very nice job coming in. Gave up 3 hits, 1 run. Only 1 of those were earned. He didn't walk anyone and struck out 1. So that's the totals in the ball game. Not a whole lot to talk about if you're an Indian fan, but congratulations to Twin Rivers as they improved to 8-3 with the complete game shutout by their pitcher, Bryce Dollins. So congratulations, Twin Rivers. We'll take a short break. It's coming up next. It's Holcomb and Kennett. As they do a little groundwork, we'll get the starting lineups and probably be back just shortly before 6 o'clock this afternoon with Game 2 from Indian Park. That'll do it for Game 1. We'll throw it back to our radio stations and be back with our video stream for Game 2 right after this.
This has been Kennett Indian Baseball. Title sponsors for our broadcast: Farm Credit Services of Southeast Missouri, Baker Implement Company, NEA Baptist Hospital, and by Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture. Radio and video sponsors include Glen Sane Motors, Southern Bank, Duncan Sheet Metal, State Farm Agent Greg Wilson, Southeast Missouri State University, the Kennett Country Club, First State Community Bank, and by the Kennett Board of Public Works. Radio sponsors include Harris Pharmacy, Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, Wayne Chiropractic, Wes and Chantel Bentley and Bentley Farms, Ultimate Fitness, FM Bank, and by Patterson's Auto Sales. This broadcast has been a production of Pollock Broadcasting Company.